Hello, everybody. Welcome to Great Learning. All of you know that cybersecurity is a buzzword, but most of us might be wondering why cybersecurity has gained so much of importance in the society. In this digital world, most of us store our personal data over the internet. This personal data could be misused by hackers for various purposes. This might create a nightmare for most of us. So this is where cybersecurity comes into picture. We human beings are often lazy to even type the password each time we log in into an account. So we save the password permanently the first time we log in. This might sound easy, but this is quite dangerous. Recently, Air India was subjected to a cyber attack where 4.5 million customer data was compromised. So these are instances where cybersecurity plays a vital role. I am Tejashree and I will be taking you throughout this course types of cybersecurity. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video. Any queries or suggestions and I will respond to your comments. Now let's look at the agenda for this entire course. Initially, you will be learning what is cybersecurity. Then you will learn the need of cybersecurity. Later on, we will dive deep into the types of cybersecurity. In this course, we will be majorly focusing on six major types of cybersecurity. First one is network security. Second one is information security. Third one is application security. Fourth one is cloud security. Fifth one is Internet of Things security. Last but not the least, that is the sixth one, is mobile security. Hope you all have a great time learning new things throughout this course. With no further delay, let's get into the course. Before diving deep into the types of cybersecurity, all of you should know what is cybersecurity. With the tremendous advancement in technology, the risk involved also increases rapidly. Cybersecurity literally plays the role of a savior that saves us from falling into a pit. Now, let's look at the definition of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a practice of protecting systems and networks from digital attacks. Hope you all have understood what is cybersecurity. Let's discuss the need of cybersecurity with the example of LinkedIn phishing scam. Most of you know what is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is world's most popular employment service website for job seekers. Recently, LinkedIn was also subjected to a cyber attack where 500 million users' profile data was sold online. All of you might be thinking, how did hackers gain this information? Very simple. Hackers sent fraudulent job offers to the users, and by making them click on the malicious link, hackers gained the data easily. So, this sounds very interesting, but it's quite dangerous. Few years back, firewall and antivirus was sufficient to secure our data. But now, that is not the case. We have entered into a new phase in the digital world where cybersecurity plays a major role. Cybersecurity protects information from data breaches in an organization. What is data breach? Data breach is stealing information from an organization system without the consent of the owner. This is really a bad habit. Hope you all understood the need of cybersecurity. Let's move forward. I would like to brief you all about the hero of this course, types of cybersecurity. There are various types of cybersecurity. In this course, we will be discussing about six major types of cybersecurity. The first one is network security. The second one is information security. The third one is application security. The fourth one is cloud security. The fifth one is Internet of Things security. The sixth one is mobile security. The first type of cybersecurity is network security. Before knowing what is network security, all of you should know what is a network first. Network connects two or more devices via internet connection to share data or files. Now let's look at the definition of network security. Network security is the process of taking precautionary measures to protect devices from unauthorized access, modification, or destruction. All of you might be thinking, why do we need network security? Can't we just ignore network security? No, not at all. Network security is very important. When a hacker attacks an organization system or server, the entire system is disturbed. The confidential data is at high risk. To avoid such experience, network security is very important. Hope you all understood what is network security and why it is very important. There are different types of threats involved in network security. First of all of you should know what is a threat. Threat is a dangerous attack done to affect the digital life by damaging or stealing data. Let's see what are the different types of threats mentioned here. First one is data threat. Data threat occurs when the attacker uses a system without the consent of the owner to gain private information such as login credential. Data threat is similar to data theft. Next one is insider threat. This occurs by the employee of an organization. The employee might misuse his or her login credential to penetrate into the network to gain confidential data from the organization's system. Next is malware attack. Malware attack is inserting malicious code into the device. Next one is password attack. Password attack is unethically entering into a system by trying to guess or crack the password. Last one is social engineering. The attackers might try to psychologically manipulate the user to gain private information or security protocols. There are various ways to secure a network. Few common ways are mentioned here. The first one is encryption. Encryption is the process of converting data into code. The encrypted data can be decrypted only by authenticated user. The original data is called as plain text and decrypted data is called as ciphertext. Next is VPN. VPN. What is VPN? VPN is virtual private network. As the name suggests, it is a secure private network for sending data into a network via internet connection. VPN hides the user's IP address and then redirects the network to the server where the VPN host handles it. Next is multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication is authenticating the user at multiple steps. I guess most of you would have heard about two-factor authentication. Most of the social media sites have two-factor authentication facility. If the user has activated two-factor authentication, when he or she logs in into an account from a new device, he or she needs to undergo the two-factor authentication each time. So, multi-factor authentication can be in multiple steps. Initially, you have to enter your username or password. In the next step, you have to enter the OTP that you received to your mobile phone. Later on, a fingerprint verification and so on. Next is intrusion prevention system. Intrusion prevention system identifies vulnerabilities in a network. Next is web filtering. Web filtering is preventing the users from viewing certain websites that are blocked by the web browser. Next is network segmentation. Network segmentation is dividing the network into segments to enhance the performance and security. Hope you all have understood the different threats involved in network security and different ways to secure a network. The second type of cybersecurity is information security. Information security is evolving as one of the major requirements in businesses worldwide today. Data is one of the major assets in digital economy. So protection of data is very, very important. Starting from big corporate companies to small startup, all have started investing in information security. Now let's look at the definition of information security. Information security is the process of securing data from any kind of violations in the form of theft, abuse, or loss. There are three basic principles of information security. First one is confidentiality. Second one is integrity. Third one is availability. It is also referred as CIA. Confidentiality ensures that the sensitive information is not accessed by unauthorized party. Integrity ensures that the information is not modified by accident or compromised for any reason. If it is modified by accident, it should be recovered at any cost. The third one, that is availability. Availability ensures that the information is highly available on a regular basis. Businesses prefer high availability of information always. Now let's look at the need of information security. There are three main needs of information security. The first one is to protect the functionality of the organization. What does this mean? Each and every organization have a set of policies to follow. Each and every employee needs to abide to these rules and function in the organization. The second point is to ensure safe operation of application. What does this mean? Every organization has various applications. These applications need to be secured safely. So, the organization needs to create a safe environment to handle these applications. The third point is to protect the data collected by the organization. Organization collects various data from different clients. All this data is very confidential. So protecting this data is very important. Now let's look at the different types of threats involved in information security. The first one is botnet. Botnet is the short form of robot network. Botnet is a network of interconnected devices running on bot. Bot is a software application programmed for a particular task. This network is controlled by an attacker. Next is phishing attack. Phishing attack is a type of social engineering attack. In phishing attack, the attacker dupes the victim by sending a fake email or text message. When the victim clicks on the malicious link, the system freezes and the sensitive information is revealed. Next is ransomware. Ransomware is a malware when downloaded deletes the data in the computer. Virus and worms. Virus and worms are malicious programs that self-replicates in a program. Virus modifies and deletes data in the system, but worms does not. But worms eats up system resources. Distributed denial of service attack. In this cyber attack, the attacker bombards the system with unwanted traffic. Due to this, the system cannot respond to requests. Now let's look at the different ways to secure information. We must create unique and strong password. Our password should be a combination of uppercase letter, lowercase letter, special characters and numbers. We must delete inactive accounts. We must keep changing the passwords regularly. For a net banking account, it is advisable to change the password weekly. When we go to a public place, free Wi-Fi always grabs our attention, but we shouldn't fall into this trap. We should always avoid to use free Wi-Fi. The last point, we should always avoid to disclose our personal information on social media. It is good to be expressive, but there should always be a limit to that. Too much is too bad. Hope you all have understood the concepts taught so far. Let's move on to the next topic. Application security. Application security is also known as AppSec. Application security is the process of securing data within the app from being stolen. Few of the features of application security are authorization, authentication, encryption, and testing. The app should undergo many tests during the software development lifecycle. Now let's look at the definition of application security. Application security is the process of increasing security of web and mobile application to protect the data from attackers. What are the different needs of application security? Application security is required to improve the trust among users. If the app isn't secure, who will come forward to use the app? No one would come. So, the trust among users is very important. Application security is also required to protect sensitive data. What is sensitive data? Sensitive data is nothing but personal information. No one would like to reveal their personal information. So, securing sensitive data is very essential. Application security is also required to maintain the reputation of the brand as well as to secure user data from data breaches. Data breach is exposing confidential data to unauthorized party. Let's now discuss about the different threats involved in application security. The first one is brute force attack. Brute force attack is a trial and error method to crack passwords, encryption keys, and login credentials. Malware. Malware is a software designed to damage and steal data in a computer. When a malicious code is inserted into a device, the system freezes and the sensitive information is revealed. The next one is injection attack. In this attack, the attacker sends a malicious code to a computer to modify the database and change information on the website. What is malicious code? Malicious code is unwanted code that causes damage to the computer. Now let's look at security misconfiguration. Security misconfiguration occurs when the system configuration does not follow the industry security standards. Cross-site scripting. In this cyber attack, the attacker sends malicious code to a reputed website. This can happen only when the website can attach to a code along with its own code. The attacker sends two scripts together to the victim. When the script is executed, the attacker receives a cookie. Once this is done, the attacker can collect all the sensitive data and can monitor the activities of the victim. The last one is sensitive data exposure. In sensitive data exposure, the company exposes personal information by accident. Now let's see what are the different ways to secure an application. First of all, you should update your application regularly. You must ensure that the data you send is in encrypted format. You must conduct application security audit. What is application security audit? Application security audit is the assessment of the application to find out if there are any vulnerabilities. Last one, you must always keep backup of important data. You can store data in a USB stick or an external hard drive or on cloud. I hope all of you have understood what is application security, the need of application security, and the different threats involved in application security and the different ways to secure an application. Let's move on to the next topic, cloud security. Before knowing what is cloud security, all of you should know what is cloud. Cloud is made up of servers and a combination of storage, network, services, and hardware. This helps companies to save money and convenience of users. The major public cloud players are Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. The adoption of cloud technology is a boon as this technology has much needed scalability and flexibility that remain competitive in the business environment. Now let's see what is cloud security. Cloud security is a set of policies and procedures that mainly aims at protecting cloud-based applications and systems. Security data breaches are caused by humans and rarely caused by poor cloud security. Two major needs of cloud security are mentioned here. As most of the companies are working remotely, this has increased in data storage and sensitive data exposure. So, securing sensitive information in the cloud has become a major concern. Security professionals are very much concerned about the cloud security in their organization as data leaks can damage the reputation of their organization. Now let's look at the different threats involved in cloud security. The first one is data breaches. Data breach is an attack in which all the sensitive information is stolen by an unauthorized individual. Data breach can damage the company's reputation and break the trust among users. Misconfiguration and inadequate change control. This occurs when the computing process is set up incorrectly. This results in service interruption. Next one is lack of cloud security architecture and strategy. Proper security architecture and strategy is required for securely moving and deploying within the cloud. Without this, cloud security threat can lead to financial loss. Account hijack. Account hijack is a process in which cloud account is stolen by the attacker for performing unauthorized activity. The attacker gains access to accounts that are highly sensitive. Control plane. Control plane is a part of the network that is responsible for sending data from one place to another. Weak control plane results in data loss. Metastructure failure. Potential failure exists at multiple levels in the metastructure model. Poor API implementation offers attackers an opportunity to breach your privacy. Let's see what are the ways to secure cloud. First of all, the employees of an organization should be educated about the different security threats. Usually, employees are unaware of security related issues. So, the entire workforce has to undergo security training. Data backup plan. As cloud is expanding its horizon day by day, there's possibility for permanent data loss. So you must ensure that you have a secure data backup plan. Encryption is key. Encryption is a process that allows the data to be encrypted and then placed in cloud. This ensures protection of data. So the information in cloud is accessed only using encryption and decryption keys. Strong password. Password should be a minimum of 8 characters. It can be a combination of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, special characters, and numbers. It is advisable to change your password regularly. Last but not the least, testing often should be your priority. One should think like a hacker while working on test cases and test scenarios. One of the best ways to prevent cloud security threat is penetration testing. What is penetration testing? It is a security testing method used to identify vulnerabilities in a network. Hope you all have understood what is cloud security, the need of cloud security, the different threats involved in cloud security, and the ways to secure cloud. Let's move on to the next topic, Internet of Things security. First and foremost, all of you should know what is Internet of Things. Internet of Things in short is called IoT. IoT is connecting billions of devices over the internet to share data with each other. They are embedded with sensors and other softwares. IoT has made our life much easier. We can turn off the light at home sitting far away at office. This sounds interesting, right? Yes. So now let's see what is Internet of Things security. Internet of Things security is the process of protecting IoT devices from vulnerabilities. IoT is becoming bigger and bigger day by day. By 2025, there will be 41.6 billion IoT devices. One of the major needs of Internet of Things security is mentioned here. Since billions of devices are connected over the internet to share data with each other, even if one device is hacked, the entire network is at risk. So securing Internet of Things has become a major concern. Let's discuss about the different threats involved in IoT security. The first one is man in the middle. Man in the middle attack is a security breach where cyber criminals are placed between a communication system of a client and the server. This is by far the sneakiest attack by criminals. Vulnerable Wi-Fi connections and communication lines are the easiest method to carry out this security breach. Next one is identity and data theft. Hackers might attack IoT devices to gain sensitive information to carry out criminal activities. Advanced persistent threats. In short, it is called as APT. This occurs when the attackers gain unauthorized access to a system or a network and remains undetected for a long duration of time. This attack is sponsored by nations or very large organizations. Denial of service. This attack in short is called DOS attack. This occurs when the system receives traffic beyond the threshold to congest the server. This attack damages the reputation of an organization. DOS attackers usually attack the web servers of very large organizations such as media companies, government companies, and banking sectors. Remote recording. This method is used by attackers to record audio or video clips of victims using IoT devices. Now let's see what are the ways to secure Internet of Things. Always use a secure internet connection. Avoid using free Wi-Fi in public places. Monitor your IoT devices regularly. Disconnect the IoT devices when they aren't used. The last point. Always ensure to use a strong password and keep changing your password regularly. Mobile security. Humans can live without food or water, but they cannot live without mobile. Mobile has changed our lifestyle completely. Okay, wait. How many of you know that there is a full form for mobile? It is Modified Operation Byte Integration Limited Energy. Let's see what is mobile security. Mobile security is the protection of smartphones, tablets, and various other devices from vulnerabilities. Need of mobile security. It is very essential to protect private data. I guess most of you have heard about Pegasus spyware. It is a malicious software created by an Israel cyber firm called the NSO Group to combat terrorism and crime globally. Once infected by the Pegasus spyware, the device is under the control of the attacker. It acts as listening and tracking device for the user. In July 2021, the Pegasus spyware gained publicity from an Amnesty International investigation report stating that Pegasus spyware was being misused to gain people's personal information without their consent. Mobile security is required to prevent users from being vulnerable to virus attacks. Various mobile security applications are available to automatically delete the sensitive data from a mobile in case of mobile theft. Mobile security is also required to prevent malvertising. Malvertising is a type of online threat where the hacker injects a malicious code into a legitimate online advertising network. Let's see what are the threats involved in mobile security. The first one is spyware. Spyware is a malicious software installed by the hacker in the user's mobile device without the knowledge of the user to gain sensitive information. Next one is broken cryptography. First, you should know what is cryptography. Cryptography is a proven method to securely exchange data between two parties using a key that is known only to the sender and the receiver. Using weak encryption algorithm while developing an app results in broken cryptography. Network spoofing. Network spoofing provides access to hackers by tricking the users into a communication with known entity. Unsecure Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi always grabs attention of public. But using free Wi-Fi is unsecure as users might become victim of man-in-the-middle attack. Jailbreaking and rooting. Jailbreaking is the process of removing restrictions on mobile device manufacturers in iOS operating system. Rooting is the process of removing restrictions on mobile device manufacturers in Android operating system. Few important ways to secure mobile are mentioned here. First of all of you should install antivirus application on your mobile device. Few common antivirus applications are Norton, Avast and Kaspersky. It's very important to update your operating system regularly. Always ensure to download apps from trusted stores such as Google Play Store and iOS App Store. Ensure to secure your mobile device with a strong password. Your password should be a combination of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, special characters, and numbers. Last and important one. Don't forget to activate two-factor authentication on your mobile device. Most of the social media applications have two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication is the method of verifying the user's authorization in two steps. Hope you all have understood what is mobile security, the need of mobile security, the different threats involved in mobile security, and the ways to secure mobile. Hooray! So we have come towards the end of this course. It's time for you all to recollect whatever you have studied throughout this course. Initially, you all learned what is cybersecurity and the importance of cybersecurity. So, cybersecurity is a process of protecting systems and networks from digital attacks. Next, we discussed in detail about 6 major types of cybersecurity. They are network security, information security, application security, cloud security, IoT security, and mobile security. We also learned about various threats involved in different types of cybersecurity. Few of the common threats are spyware, malware, phishing attack, DOS attack, man in the middle attack, etc. We also discussed about the different ways to secure network, information, application, cloud, IoT and mobile. Hope this course was useful to you all in learning a lot of interesting concepts. Thank you all. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I want to request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing. So make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to comment on the video. Any queries or suggestions and I will respond to your comments.